What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the video. Today we're going to be doing our unboxing and first look of the Intel Core i7-4930K. Now this is going to be the processor we're using in our Enthusiast build for 2014. So if you guys are interested, I recommend you check out some of the other videos that you saw at the beginning of the video or our complete build once we get around to that video. Right now we're still getting some of the different parts in, so that'll be coming in a few days. So stay tuned for that as well. So anyway, this is the processor we're going with. I'm going to go ahead and talk about a little bit of why I chose this specific processor over other ones like Haswell and things like that. So just a little background for this processor. It's the Intel i7-4930K. It's codename Ivy Bridge E. And then also it's a 2011 LGA socket, so that's there as well for you if you're curious. It's also based on the X97 or X79 chipset. Now, specifically what this is going to be for, this is part of Intel's Enthusiast spectrum of CPUs. But what this is specifically for is more of your video editing, video rendering, 3D modeling, things like that is what this is more built for than just gaming. If you're looking for just a gaming machine, you may want to look into Haswell architectures as well. Those are still going to be very good for gaming. You may not pay a more premium, I guess, for an Intel 4930K type of processor or chipset. So that is kind of what my thoughts are, at least why I got this. Not necessarily just for gaming, also for the video editing that we do on the channel, as well as other video rendering, such as 3D, After Effects, stuff like that. So that's what this is. As far as the difference between this and Sandy Bridge, because that is, I guess, somewhat relevant still, previous generation stuff. Ivy Bridge versus Sandy Bridge, what we've seen is a 10 to 15% increase in performance. So yes, you can expect a little bit better performance out of Ivy Bridge, so do keep that in mind as well. Now, that's pretty much all there is to it. The only other thing is if you're looking into overclocking, this is unlocked as we would expect, and you can also overclock from within Windows, so you don't need to restart your computer to overclock. Yes, you can do it, but you now have more options as far as overclocking goes. So that's really all there is as far as what I want to talk about for the processor, other than just some of the different specs about the specific one that I went ahead and picked up. This is the i7-4930K, like we discussed. It is the 3.4 gigahertz version. I will be overclocking that. I don't know exactly where I'll be dinging, where I'll be staying at. Hopefully we get a little bit more out of it than 3.4 gigahertz. Regardless, 3.4 gigahertz is a good deal. This is 12 megabytes of cache, and then once again, 2011 chipset, or 2011 socket. I've said that so many times. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to this. Let's go ahead and pop it out of its box. As far as price point goes, by the way, guys, what you can expect for this specific processor is a little mid 500s, right? About 550 is what you'll be paying for this specific processor. So do keep that in mind as well. I don't want to tear this up too much. Is there another way? Yeah, here we go. I don't want to cut up the labels on the other side. That way I keep my numbers and stuff in case I need to contact Intel if there's any problems. So anyway, let's go ahead and pop this bad boy open. Get this in frame for you guys. Ooh, stuff falling out. We got the manual. It's pretty much all there is. There's not much to it. We're really paying 500 bucks, 550 bucks for a little disc. You can see some computing looking graphics. And then also we have here Intel Core i7 processor. I think this calls for the throwing star part of this knife. Got a little something small to cut open. You guys can see, kind of a cool knife. Let's go ahead and pop this open. All right, put that back in there. All right, so in here you can see just basics of how to install. CPU is similar to RAM and GPU as far as it's very simple to put it in. You just got to make sure you're careful and you don't damage your CPU. I'll be showing that when I actually go ahead and install it into the build. That's something you definitely want to make sure you watch a few videos on before you do it for the first time or even the second or maybe the third time, because it is something where you could mess up, but it is fairly simple to do. So here we have the actual CPU itself. Let's go ahead and pop this open. Being careful here not to damage anything. I'm actually going to leave it in this little case for right now, just because I'm not building the computer today, so I don't want to just rip it open, but it's a CPU. They're all very similar, as you can see. The back here, the front, be a little closer for you. Some different information on here. It's a pretty basic deal overall. Yep, 3.4 gigahertz, Costa Rica, Intel i7-4930K. That's all it really says on there. that's really, that's all there is to it. It's a very simple one. That's why I want to talk a little bit about the specifics of the build and why I went with this CPU over others, because once again, it's a very simple unboxing. There's not too many parts to it. So that's all there is for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to leave a thumbs up and of course a favorite as well. Those are always very much so appreciated. If you guys did enjoy this video and you have been enjoying our series thus far on building the Enthusiast PC for gaming, video editing, and overall YouTube stuff, then please tell me in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys think about these videos. And of course, like I said, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Stay tuned for the full build coming soon on the channel. Till then, peace, and I'll catch you in the next one. Some glamour shots I'll go ahead and show you guys of this RAM. It really is great looking RAM. There's nothing as far as efficiency goes, but once again, 1500 watt, that's about as efficient as they get.